Council meetings are long and boring. Wouldn't it be great if they were short and unboring? This is why I've invented the 5-minute meeting. Wow. All right, Ashland City Council meeting of October 1st, starting with a special proclamation from this guy. He said, hey, Indigenous Peoples Day is coming up. The city's committed to respecting the rights of Indigenous peoples, and Ashland approved Indigenous Peoples Day in 2017, and October 14th isn't Columbus Day. It's now Indigenous Peoples Day. And then the Public Arts Commission said, we're working with the Historical Commission to put sculptures in historic locations. They're putting 36-inch brass circles in 8 sidewalk hub spots. And the commission chairlady is quitting, so everyone applauded her for that. And then a presentation on emergency communications by Jackson County. They're trying to get it so that cops in Medford can talk to firemen in Ashland, and cop radios are 12 years old. Would you want a cop using a 12-year-old flip phone? Of course not. It turns out this is all about a $28 million bond coming up on the ballot in November, and this guy goes, he goes, point of the spear, finger in the wind, and then he said, what's the publicity plan for this? And I didn't hear one, so I don't know how that went. And then public forum. So crazy gray-haired guy says climate crisis is real, and Ashland commissions are all talk, and commission rules are that no commissioners can work on problems together while the city staff can work together every day to do whatever they want. And I am running for mayor of the community development director. I don't know what that was. And he said, no, that would be an emergency. Agreed. And then consent agenda, all approved, whatever it was. Everything's approved. Anything, whatever was on there. And then, new business, the water treatment plant. The staff is requesting approval of $3.6 million for engineering design of a new 7.5 million gallon a day plant to replace our 2.6 million gallon a day plant. We could upgrade the old plant or get a brand new plant and then just repipe the entire city. So ultimately the plant will cost $36 million to build, but just the design part can be done by the HDR engineering firm, and the old plant has done up to 7 million gallons in an emergency, but we wouldn't want that. And then public forum. So the former counselor lady said, a whistleblower who sued the city and won was against this project, and so you should hear from that guy and delay this plant. And then this one goes, she goes, hey. Can we fix the old plant for $8 million instead of $36 million for this new plant? And the public works lady said, the old plant can't survive a magical unknown earthquake that could possibly happen, and landslides could wash out all the roads to the old plant. They never have, but they totally could. And so this one goes, hey, I moved to spend $3.6 million for the design of this, and staff has done lots and lots of work. So that means it's a good idea. And then this one said, she goes, amendment real quick, we'll add platinum energy standards. And so that amendment was all approved. And then spending the $3.6 million for the design, also all approved. And then the city administrator's responsibility funding question. So the city manager is doing the city financer's job because he quit. And so the councilors want to pay her an extra 5% increase. But she says, we should really have a city policy about how to pay people for more for doing extra jobs. And then this guy goes, hey, I move that we pay her the 5% and look for a city policy for job sharing pay. That was all approved. And then there's a second reading of some ordinance that says that changing the meeting time for the council meetings from 7 to 6 and allowing a 10-minute extension if at 9:30 the council needs to finish a vote. And they all went, that's the best. Approved. And then this one goes, hey, I don't know if you know, but there's a new express bus from Medford to Ashland. It's only 30 minutes instead of an hour. That's awesome. And there you go. That was it. End of meeting. You're welcome.